Hey guys, what's going on? CJK is back ever since March. It's so good to be back after a long 9 months. And guys, if you haven't checked out my last video where I did my very first full-length novel, then go check it out, even though it's 3 hours and 36 minutes long. Anyway, for this episode, because it is December 1st, it is officially the Christmas season, I'm going to be reviewing one of my favorite episodes from The Loud House. And guys, Loud House is one of my favorite TV shows of all time. And because this is my favorite Christmas episode I've seen so far, I'm reviewing. It's Twas the Fight Before Christmas. So guys, I'm going to do a full plot summary and then I'm going to share my reviews at the end. So here it is. The episode begins with Lynn Sr. with a very bad backache, although Rita and the kids aren't falling for it and the kids are even making a bingo game out of it. Lincoln explains to the viewers that his dad isn't actually injured. He's basically just faking an injury so he can, because he really doesn't want to see his brother Lance, who's also the loud kid's uncle. Lincoln explains that 5 years ago when Lance and his family came to spend Christmas with Lynn's immediate family, the adults played a game of White Elephant. Lynn Sr. got a spatula. However, Lance thought it would be a good idea to tease Lynn and steal his spatula. And guys, if you think that's rude, I don't think it is, because in White Elephant you can steal a gift in the game. So the dad starts chasing Lance around trying to get the spatula back, and it resulted in Lance's exercise ball breaking. Then the brothers started yelling at each other and throwing jabs, and they vowed to never see each other again. So guys, that's pretty much why Lance and his family aren't in this series, except for, well, you know, in past seasons. But Lincoln says he has a plan to get them together, and he tells his sisters about it. And then meanwhile in the other Loud House, Lance is also faking an injury, and his wife Sharon is not falling for it either. And they also have 3 kids who... The oldest son is Shane, who has a talent for singing, you know, similar to Luna. And then Shelby, the middle child and only daughter, she basically comes up with ideas and likes to act goofy. And the youngest is Shiloh, who really likes doing dangerous stunts in the house, you know, similar to Lynn Jr. Lincoln then calls the cousins and tells them that he has a plan to get their dads together. So they call Leonard, you know, their grandfather, and both of the families get the message to spend Christmas at Camp Macedon. They reunite with the dad. However, Lynn Sr. and Lance, when they see each other, they are not happy. Lincoln then reveals his plan because they want to really spend Christmas together, and although Lynn Sr. and Lance still hate each other, they decide to make things work for their wives and kids. Now, when the kids and the dads try to do Christmas activities together, Lynn Sr. and Lance are still competing and just won't get along. Eventually, Lincoln tells Leonard that he should go chop down a Christmas tree with the brothers like they did as kids. And when Leonard's chopping one down, Lynn Sr. and Lance remember the times whenever he tried chopping down a tree, it would always end in a disaster. So they start laughing and getting along after reminiscing about memories. Leonard then, when he chops down the tree, it lands on a deer and it causes him to kick it right onto the car and smash it, similar to how the disasters occurred in the past. So when they get home, they put the tree up and everything seems to be going as planned. But when Lynn Sr. goes to the kitchen to get his gingerbread man, Lance sees a spider and then uses Lynn Sr.'s spatula to try to kill it. And it resulted in it breaking. Lynn Sr. sees this, and that's when the second half of the episode begins. Basically, Lynn Sr. thinks Lance broke the spatula on purpose, and then he destroys his new exercise ball, and then eventually they start destroying each other's property. Oh yeah, one funny little thing in that scene though, Lance sees a present for Lynn, and then he kicks it right out the window, but then Lisa comes up and reveals it's actually for Lynn Jr. And then the brothers decide to draw a big line on the floor and basically divide their families apart from each other. And basically, Lynn Sr. keeps his immediate family on one side and Lance keeps his immediate family on the other side. And Leonard is literally sitting right in the middle because the brothers don't want him taking sides. And then when the dads start arguing again, this time over whose gravy is better, the Lincoln and his sisters are able to send a letter over to the cousins to meet them into a cabin. When the kids all just come up with a plan on how to get their dads together, Shelby comes up with the idea to grab a new ball and spatula and then leave them under the tree for the dads, and then they'll think they got it for one another and then reconcile. So Lincoln, Lori, and Shelby go to the store to go get a new exercise ball and spatula. However, due to Shelby's terrible driving senses, they end up crashing into the snow. However, they see the store across a frozen lake. But as they run across it, the lake starts cracking and they're on the verge of falling in. Lynn Sr. and Lance find out about this and they quickly race to save their kids. And then Lance uses a grappling hook and uses Lynn Sr. to swing over there. However, Lynn Sr. gets trapped on the ice as well. But before they can fall in and drown, Lance pulls them to safety, and the kids are able to reunite with their moms. Lynn Sr. then makes a speech on how he learned a very valuable lesson on how nothing's more important than family, and then Lynn Sr. and Lance put aside their bitter feelings and finally get along, and the lads can finally spend Christmas together. Okay, so that's the full episode, and I'm going to be doing my honest opinions. I just want to say right now, I really love this episode. I mean, one of my favorite things is how we got to meet more relatives. Like, we got to meet the uncle, the aunt, and the cousins. Yeah, the cousins were the best part of the episode. Like, if people were to ask me who my favorite cousin was, I'd probably say Shelby because she was really funny. Like, one scene when she's brainstorming ideas, she literally spins in a large circle. And she's also similar to Lincoln because she's the middle child and comes up with the ideas. Like I said, Shelby's my favorite one. Also, guys, something very interesting. Lance is voiced by Rob Riggle, who also voices Aloysius O'Hare from The Lorax. And I heard he's also in a bunch of other comedy movies like 21 Jump Street and Step Brothers. And just randomly pointing that out there. Anyway, yeah, this was probably one of the best episodes of Season 7 besides the road trip arc episodes. Hey guys, this is a very good Christmas special, and I really recommend it, and it's pretty good watching with the whole family for Christmas. Hey guys, I know the brothers fighting, they're full adults, and they're literally acting like children, but it's honestly very relatable because I used to argue with my brother a little bit sometimes too, but we get along a lot better now. Guys, remember that. Family is very important. You should always look out for them. So, the ending was a very good lesson. So, guys. Okay, just a minute. Alright, guys. My rating on this episode is a 10+. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed my holiday special. And please have yourself a happy holidays. And make sure you get along with your siblings. Bye.